Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Today, we're going to be doing something new for the YouTube channel. If you scour back in my videos, you'll see that I used to open Pokemon cards on stream. I still do sometimes, but I don't upload it to YouTube. So if you want to catch me opening Pokemon cards and talking about Pokemon, please go over to twitch.tv/Xenical and follow me on there to catch me live, interact with chat, have your message read if it's right here, you know what I mean? It pops up about right there. But not too long ago, a new Pokemon Direct with a 14-minute long Pokemon Scarlet and Violet trailer was uploaded. I have already seen it, but I wanted to watch it again with you guys and go over some things that I saw, talk about what I liked, what I didn't like, what I care for, what I really don't care for, what I think about the art style, all that kind of stuff that people are talking about now. So yeah, without too much further ado, we're going to get into it. So let's flip over to the trailer. Here we go. Full screen. Bam. So we're going to watch this trailer. I'm going to try and pause as little times as possible. And we're gonna let it play in the background again while I'm going over kind of what I like, what I don't like, that kind of thing. Or hell, I might just pause it and talk about stuff. I don't know. Anyway, I don't know what we're getting into. You don't know what we're getting into. Let's just get into it.
All right, everyone. It's almost time to begin your journeys in the...
So, I'm not going to pause that much. So right off the bat, this looks to me like an opening cutscene. The character has not been customized yet. There's no different clothes, and there's a Pikachu. Opening cutscene is what this says to me.
Pokemon Scarlet and Pokemon Violet games. Are you ready? You'll get to catch Pokemon, raise them,
Hell yeah, Dawn
and
fan.
battle them as you embark on an adventure where the familiar charms of the Pokemon
I like that
series
trade
evolve
screen.
into a new experience.
So, has that Pokemon been revealed yet? Am I stupid? I have no idea what that Pokemon is. I think it's been revealed, but it slipped my mind completely. Also, while we're here, there's that you can see that we get the legendary Pokemon very early, and I don't know how I feel about that. I think it's kind of dumb, to be honest with you, unless there's a secret legendary Pokemon, because usually part of the climax of Pokemon games, is the evil team is doing something that's going to be really bad for the people of the region. Right, like the first thing that comes to mind, Gen 3 with Hoenn. Team Magma and Team Aqua are trying to awaken their legendary, their box legendary, to either flood the world or put the world into a permanent drought and create more land. Right. Here it seems like we just get the legendary Pokemon right off the bat, But it's interesting to see how they're gonna handle that. I know there are like 4 different storylines, but usually the legendary Pokemon is a big point in Pokemon games. Anyway, let's continue.
Evolve into a new experience.
I like the water.
As a student at an academy in the Paldea region, you'll take part in an independent study program called the Treasure Hunt.
This guy's a bad guy, right? Like, we can all agree, this guy is a bad guy. Look at him. He's got the freaking pencil stash, or not stash, pencil goatee going down here. Look at his eyes. Everything about this guy says this guy is evil to me. I will be very surprised if he is not evil.
And you'll search this vast world for a precious treasure of your very own. But hey, at this point,
Love Slowpoke.
You probably knew all that already, right?
Yeah, I did, yeah.
Here's something we hope even you well-informed viewers will enjoy. A sneak peek at...
Bro, are they calling out the leakers? This is something that we hope even you well-informed viewers will enjoy.
4 particular trainers' journeys in Paldea.
4 trainers' journeys.
Now,
the
let the
4
adventures
storylines. They're going to
begin.
go more in depth. Overworld Pokemon, sick.
This trainer
Hopefully this means we get
battling a Pokemon
overworld
called
shinies.
Lechonk is a gourmand. It's proud of its nose, which it uses to sniff out delicious
Quaxley is
food.
dope as shit. I like the seamless transition into the battle, by the way.
Oh, look! Quaxley terastallized.
So you can terrastalize right off the bat too. Don't know how I feel about that. Kind of makes the
Terastalizing is a
gimmick
phenomenon
of the
unique
region
to the
feel
Paldea region, but all Pokemon can do it.
kind of makes the gimmick of the region feel useless, you know? Like, sure, you got Dynamaxing a little early, but there was Dynamaxing and then Gigantamaxing was something on top of that. Maybe they just haven't revealed the bigger story to Terastalizing, but I think it's stupid. Low key, I think it's dumb. I'll use it because it'll help me play the game better, but unless there's something else, I think the terastalizing thing is the way they're handling it anyway, where you get it right off the bat, trash. Megas were the first and the last good region gimmick. Megas were so good. Your Pokemon got a completely different design. It boosted their stats. It wasn't just Pokemon get big or Pokemon have Crystal Hat. It felt like it belonged. You know what I mean? It felt like it belonged in Pokemon. Terastalizing and Dynamaxing and stuff. I get it. They're trying to try new stuff, and I appreciate that. I just feel like Terastalizing, with the information that we have right now, is a miss. That's all.
It adds extra punch to moves of the Pokemon's Terra type.
See the Japanese text under that?
What's that over there?
What is
A
that?
glowing Pokemon?
Why is that Pokemon standing
Seems to
completely
be a
still, waiting
Jigglypuff.
for me to run into it?
But why is it shining so bright? Better approach it slowly and start a battle. Whoa! It terastalized! Looks
So
like
it
this
starts
Jigglypuff has the
terastalized.
water type for its Terra type. Apparently, these sparkly wild Pokemon will terastalize in battle.
So theoretically, now any Pokemon can be any type, which kind of makes
This
stab
Jigglypuff seems
not very
pretty
good
tough.
anymore, because
But
any move can
Quaxly's
be
strong
stabbed now
too.
if you have the
Dealing
right.
enough damage to a wild Terra Pokemon causes its terastalization to come undone.
Okay, kind of like that.
Now, throw a Pokeball!
Now that's a crit capture, by the way.
Nice!
Nice to see the crit
wild
captures are
Jigglypuff
back.
was caught. Some Pokemon, like this Jigglypuff, have a Terra type.
I always like to stop and look at the Pokemon that they have. Wiglet, my boy Wiglet, Quaxly. Looks like we can get Wiglet early in the game. I still don't know what this Pokemon is, but they've definitely revealed it before if it's everywhere. Lechonk, Skiploom, good to see Hoppip in the game, and Jigglypuff. Kinda some
Completely
Pokemon
different
that's
from their
not
regular type.
some Pokemon that's
Any
not
Pokemon is capable of having any of the 18 different types as its
See?
Terra type.
this. Let me wrap up this conversation. I really like how they're kind of focusing on Pokemon that you wouldn't normally focus on, right? It's not like Pikachu and Charizard and the big Pokemon. They're like new Pokemon or less popular Pokemon, right? I think that's pretty cool. I love this. I am in love with what they're about to show.
What's this? Quaxly's out there in the world, charging straight toward that Litleo.
Easy grinding.
Looks like Quaxly battled Litleo on its own and
Easy.
won. That's because the trainer gave Quaxly the Let's Go command.
You know how if you have ROMs, you speed up to grind? You don't have to anymore. Just, hey, Quaxly, let's go. Fuck up that Litleo. Bring me back some of its hair.
Using Let's Go will send your lead Pokemon out
On-
onto the field to battle.
On the real, though, I love this.
If
I
a
love
Pokemon
this.
gets sent out toward an item, it'll go pick it up. Just
Yes.
like Quaxly here. What a useful command for searching your surroundings.
Definitely,
These
dude,
Pokemon
definitely.
are so helpful, giving their
The
all
game
for
is
their
so
partner.
big, you're not going to want to run around
Next,
and pick up
trainer
everything
opens
and
his
battle
map
everything.
to see where he wants to go.
This map is so dope, by the way. I love that they brought back Rotom.
You
I
can
love
set a
that
place as your
Rotom is back.
destination to keep yourself on track as you go. Then we can hop atop the legendary Pokemon Miraidon and get going.
I
And what have we
appreciate
here?
that they have
It's
a
base
method
belonging to
of like
Team
faster
Star,
travel.
The school troublemakers. Starfall Street,
I
one
just
of the
don't like
three
that it's the
major
legendary
stories that will make
Pokemon.
up your Paldean adventures, will unfold in bases like this one.
This, by the way, this is sick as hell too. This seems a little Ubisoft to me. You know how Ubisoft is like, you go here, you take out the enemy base, and now, you know, you unlock either more of the map or like a shop or a rest point or something. Seems kind of Ubisoft to me, but I feel like this is, if this actually has a story behind it, this part of the journey, and it's not just clear map, get stuff, then this could be really, really good. I also like how they force the let's go thing on you, right? They force the you'll see it here in a second. They force the let's go battle system on you at first, and then you actually battle the last one. Who remembers? Raise your hand or type me in the comments or in the chat if you remember going through the Team Rocket base in Gen 2. The Team Rocket base in Gen 2 was garbage. Out of nowhere, fight 17 billion grunts, get a Master Ball, fight the boss, and what do you get? You run them out of Goldenrod. That's about it, though. The only bad thing I'll ever say about Gen 2, by the way. But this gets around that in a very cool way, in my opinion. Let me know if you agree
Time
with
to
me.
face Team Star. Our trainer rang the bell and barged into the base. That takes some guts.
Yeah, I like how you got balls. Like, you just go, ding, ding, I'm here, fight me. But the fact that they pointed out, the trainer rang the bell and barged into the base, that took some guts. Is there going to be a stealth thing where you can battle them each individually, maybe? Maybe you have a choice?
Things look bad. There are lots of grunts around, and they keep sending out Pokemon. They just won't quit blocking the way. We'll need to use Let's Go to defeat Team Star's Pokemon. There we go. All the grunts have been defeated at last.
I think this over here are Pokemon that are fainted, and you cannot use them in the Let's Go. So it seems, I mean, it's 30. You fight 30 Pokemon. It seems like this is going to be kind of tough, right? Like, it took out 2 of the Pokemon.
Oh, wait. Is that
That's a
some kind of
Pokemon.
tricked-out car?
That car has to be a Pokemon.
It is. And atop it is Mela,
Look at that.
the
What a
boss of
sick
Team
design.
Star's fire crew.
What a sick design.
She's obviously tough. It's easy to see why she's a boss.
Ah!
Time for these trained up
Torkoal.
Pokemon to
You haven't seen
battle.
Torkoal be super popular since Flannery.
You'll have to wait for your
Love
own
the Gen
adventure to
3.
see how a battle like this plays out. Now,
They said you'll have to wait until your own journey to see how this battle plays out. That car. Listen to me, chat, YouTube audience. That car is a Pokemon. I'm calling it. It has to be true, and I know it to be true in my heart of hearts. That car is a Pokemon. It's going to be like, you'll see later here, the Titan Pokemon, right? They introduced it when they introduced Cloth. The car is going to be a Titan Pokemon. My theory is that the leader of these bases is going to have 2-3 Pokemon, and then you're going to fight the car as a Titan Pokemon. Right? Like, does that sound outlandish to me? This game has open world mechanics. You have bases that you take down. You have a system to get around faster, like Roach in The Witcher 3. Or like the bike once you finish Breath of the Wild. Except for you get the bike at the beginning of the game, but whatever. I don't think it's that outlandish. You know what I mean? I don't think it's that outlandish. Anyway, this part coming up,
let's check
I
in
also
on another
really
trainer.
like.
How's her adventure going?
The TM machine.
She's using the TM machine
You
at a
can
Pokemon
craft
Center.
TMs now. Let's go.
The TM machine lets you make your own TMs,
Yes!
also known as technical machines,
Yes!
using materials Pokemon drop when you defeat or catch them.
Yes. I'm not trying to buy TMs anymore. That means there's some other cool stuff to buy. It's probably clothing
Now,
and.
where will she go next? Seems to be
Ooh,
a
sorry.
desert.
I didn't mean to punch the mic. But It's probably a lot more customization options if I'm being real, if I'm being completely honest with you. But I love the fact that you can craft technical machines now. What are they going to do with HMs? It's probably just going to be the legendary Pokemon, you know? But I love the fact that you can craft TMs. It makes using the Let's Go mechanic, worth it. Because some TMs people use for competitive purposes, right? Like some people, like Thunderbolt. What is it? Thunder Wave. Thunder Wave. That's a big one. Status Effect's big and competitive, if you didn't know. I'm not really into the competitive scene. I just know that people like TMs, right? Like Earthquake, pretty good TM. And it looked like the way that you... Let me scrub back a little bit. It looked like the way that you got them is from the items you get from beating Pokemon in Let's Go. Like this icon popped up when that Quaxley beat the Litleo, right? So that's kind of what it looks like to me.
Materials Pokemon drop when you defeat or catch them.
They're really incentivizing this Let's Go mechanic.
Now, where will she go next?
Where will you go now?
Seems to be a desert-like area under
Let's
a
go.
blazing sun. Just looking at it is enough to make you thirsty.
I love this too.
Her
by the
Rotom
way.
phone is ringing. Sounds like Arvin, her friend in the next grade up, needs some help.
Arvin's a pedo.
To
Sorry.
give Arvin a hand, the trainer's headed to a rock face where a Titan lurks. This is one of the stops on the Path of Legend, a story where you'll seek out legendary herbs called Herba Mystica. There it is, a gigantic Titan Pokemon.
I love
Time
this.
to battle.
This was the logical extreme of size variations in Pokemon that I wanted. Right? I was like, let's have boss Pokemon, right? We've got team leaders. We've got the boss of the evil team organization. We've got the admins. We've got all this stuff. Give me a boss Pokemon. And they did. So I love it.
Right off the bat, there's Icy Wind, the move our trainer taught Drifloon earlier.
Looks
Icy
like-
Wind lowered the Titan Cloth's speed stat.
Looks like they're not that strong, though.
Drifloon terastallized to become a grass type. This is Terra Blast, a new move that changes type to match the user's Terra type when the user is terastallized. It ought to be handy for a Pokemon with a Terra type different from its regular types. Looks like Cloth suddenly
Cloth
got
said,
somewhere
"Fuck
else
this."
to be.
So there's a second part
Wait,
to this kind of stuff.
What's our trainer doing now of all times?
What are they doing now? Let's shoehorn this in
Looks
so we
like
can
he's
show the
taking a little break
Girafarig
from
evolution.
adventuring to trade Pokemon with a friend.
Sorry,
And over here, her trade partner has received Girafarig.
Juliana.
Seems like she immediately added Girafarig to her team, and she's gonna let it run around in the field and train up for some battles.
Venonat coming back is pretty cool. It's evolving. Oh. I'm not gonna pretend like I haven't seen it.
Could Girafarig be
I love the
evolving?
name too.
Hang on.
Yeah, it looks
Did
so
its tail
good.
become its
dude.
head? Or is its head wearing its tail?
Farigiraf. Farigiraf. It's still a palindrome. I love it. And I love the way it looks.
What an unexpected evolution. Seems
I love
like
the Pokédex.
Girafarig
I love
has
the
evolved
Toxel's
into
back.
Farigiraf. In the Paldea region's Pokédex, you can see photos of Pokemon as well as information about them,
I
so you
really
can get
like
to know
that.
them even better. Let's check out the town of Artisan.
Oh, you see that? I'm gonna go back. Do you see this? I don't care about graphics, but holy crap. Looks a little framey.
Them even better.
That just tells me that the render distance is not that great,
Let's check out the town
but
of
you
Artisan
can
next.
render really far,
It looks like one big park.
which is good
Now
for
that
an
the
open
trainer's
world.
Pokemon have gotten stronger, it seems she's made her way to a gym. She's following Victory Road,
Nimona.
a story where you'll conquer all 8
A
gyms
Nomen.
to achieve champion rank. Nimona, the battle-loving trainer who'll show you the ropes, is all fired up. Before you can battle a gym leader, you'll first have to pass the gym test at their gym.
I love this
Better
too.
get started right away.
Gym tests, or like what you had to do for Sword and Shield to fight the gym leaders. I always I loved the Pokemon anime as a kid. That was my Saturday morning cartoon, man. But in there, you did things. You didn't just go in, battle 3 trainers, and then fight the leader. You went in, and you had to prove that you could fight the leader somehow, right? I mean, except for Brock, but whatever. I always liked the idea of having to solve a puzzle or help out the town in some way to really fight the gym. I was always super into that. So I really liked it when Sword and Shield really improved upon the Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon thing, or the Sun and Moon thing. I hated taking away gems, but I liked the trials, right? And I was always wanting them to put the gym battles after those trials. So I'm super, super glad that they finally did that in Sword and Shield, and this seems to be an improvement. This, like, find all the Sunflora in the town, and then fight the gym leader.
Right, that's the
I really
gym
like
test
it.
passed. Time to battle the gym leader.
My boy
Here comes
Brassius
Brassius,
definitely
the
has an
grass-type gym
underground
leader with a
dungeon.
striking entry.
Just saying. So Dabadoo.
Whoa! Sudowoodo terastallized and became a grass type.
No way. Sorry.
Are you gonna be okay, Fido? How's our trainer gonna handle this one?
He's gonna terastallize into like a flying type or something, right? I think that's what it does.
Aha!
Yeah.
She's gonna fight back by having her own Pokemon terastallize.
Another reason why I don't really like terastallizing is it takes team comp away, right? And I know some people are gonna like that. They're like, I can have my favorite Pokemon now instead of the good Pokemon. But I always liked composing a team around type matchups and all that kind of stuff. That's as far into like actual competitive Pokemon as I got. So I kind of don't like that terastallizing takes away that challenge of Pokemon. They're probably going to add
Fido
more
became
challenge more
flying
places,
type.
but
That should give it an edge against this grass-type Sudowoodo.
no shit.
No matter who or what you're up against, with some smart terastallizing, you'll have nothing to fear. I can't wait to see how battles will unfold between terastallized Pokemon. This
Customization.
trainer's heading into a hair salon
Let's go.
to spice things up.
Long Bob.
Wow, look at all these options. How are you supposed to choose?
I love it.
Huh.
I love
I
it.
kind of want to try that hairstyle.
I love
too.
it.
And now to complete the look. Plenty to choose from here, too.
Yes.
I feel like I could spend all day on this.
But hang on, Pokemon, please. If there's the classic, are you a boy or a girl? If you choose between a male and a female character, please give the male some good customization options too. Please. Let me accessorize, man. Let me wear cool bulky rings and bead bracelets and stuff like that. Do something. Don't just pile it all on the female character.
And while you're trying out all sorts of styles, you can
Selfie!
whip out the camera app and go snap, snap, snap. Looks like this
I like
trainer
this
found
too.
the
This is
perfect
cool.
style. Line up a good shot.
I'm gonna
and
take some
snap.
dumbass
now
pictures.
They've updated their profile picture.
And I like how
Looking back on
it's your
photos
trainer
you've
ID.
taken of scenic vistas or memorable moments with beloved Pokemon is just one more way to enjoy your adventure.
Look at that big girl.
And now it's picnic time with Pokemon.
Picnics.
When Pokemon have gotten dirty from a long journey,
Watching
a nice
the Pokemon,
scrub
the
and
Pokemon
shower
of
gets them
me.
all clean.
Kind of
Looks
cool.
like it feels nice too.
I don't really care though.
Before having lunch, Pokemon can get out some energy by playing with a ball. You can
Why
just
would you want them
tell
to
how much
expend
fun
energy?
they're having.
I like that they're like, let's bond with our Pokemon, right? I like that because that's a big part of Pokemon, is having that bond with them so they trust you and follow your commands, right? I don't really care about it in the games though. But
Oh,
hey,
wow.
I'll
Could
do
this
it.
be a Pokemon
I'll give
egg?
it a shot.
Apparently, eggs can sometimes be found during picnics.
I like that too. This Who
And
gives a
now,
shit?
The moment we've been waiting for.
Who cares?
Sandwich time. This trainer came prepared with plenty of ingredients they bought in town. It can
They
be
killed
tough
my boy
deciding which
LeChonk, though.
sandwich
You
to
see
make.
that ham?
This one may be a little overstuffed.
You notice he ain't on the
It
team
might not
anymore?
hold together.
This is dumb. I don't like this. I mean, I'll
Just
give it a
gotta put
shot,
the bread on top and
but I
finish it
really
off
don't feel
with a
like I'm
pick.
gonna give a shoot about it.
Done.
The
Let's
EV
see how
pin's
it
pretty cute,
tastes.
though.
Oh, looks like it's a hit with everyone.
My boy really trying to
Eating
look like
sandwiches
Midoriya.
can give you benefits like making certain types of Pokemon easier to catch, or making your Pokemon gain more experience points.
that mean Pokemon
Time
are
for
gonna
a
be
group
harder to
photo
catch?
With these satisfied Pokemon.
If it gives you benefits like increased chance to catch a certain type, or more experience for your Pokemon, or something like that, does that mean the game's going to be harder? Does that mean Pokemon are going to be harder to catch? Certain Pokemon are going to be way harder to catch. You can probably get Titan Pokemon, and they'll probably be real hard to catch. So there could be some incentive to do it there. So I'm not going to count it out just yet. I just want to see what practicality it has. That's all.
Where to go next? Hey, looks like more of our trainer friends have shown up.
Hey, we're gonna do a raid
All right,
battle.
They're gonna take on a Terra raid battle. Can
Sick!
these
Can't wait to
trainers
take
work
place,
together to
or
defeat
can't
the
wait to
Terra
take part
Pokemon
in
before
one
time runs
person
out?
raids because I have no friends that play Pokemon anyway.
Their opponent is a Chansey that's terastallized into a ghost type.
I'm sorry,
What kind
Tox.
of
You made the
fight
same
will the
joke.
strong,
You made the same
sparkling
joke.
Chansey put up?
Only it's not a joke for me. I like the timer. Raids took way too long. I like how fast this is going. Raids were super long in Sword and Shield.
It's really powerful. These trainers better stay determined, band together, and strike back.
This seems like the perfect mix between Pokemon Go and console Pokemon that they were going for with Sword and Shield. I like this a lot better.
If your Pokemon gets knocked out in a Terra raid battle, don't worry.
It's like 4
It can
actions
recover
until
and
revival.
rejoin the fray. Hang
Okay,
in there,
okay.
Sableye.
Sableye, don't die this
Along
time.
with using your Pokemon's moves, you also have the option to support your allies by cheering.
Good.
It's all about teamwork.
It's like items, but it supports everybody.
Watch how the battle's going and decide how you'll handle the fight and work
I
with
wonder.
your
Hang
fellow
on. I wonder if some raid groups are gonna have like, I'll be the healer, and they only do that and use like Encore, or not Encore. What is it? Oh man, those moves that like help boost when when you're in double battles or whatever. I can't think of any right now. And one person's like, we're gonna buff this. Let's say Farigiraf is a very good Pokemon. It's like, we gotta buff this Farigiraf, and then it just one-shots the Pokemon. I would love to see like clips like that when the game comes out. I would love to see it.
trainers. Almost there. Keep it up.
Also, I really like that. Farigiraf's terastallized form. At least this one is a ghost type as well. I didn't see that before.
Oh, wow!
I saw the
That
Chansey
was.
was.
A beautiful Terra Raid battle victory! And with it comes the chance to catch this Terra Pokemon. When you join forces to win your battles, the
I
bonds
like the
between
animations.
friends and Pokemon shine even brighter.
The animations are so cool. Like the player animations.
All right,
Gwink.
that Chansey with a rare
That's a
Terra
little
type
weird.
is now part of the team.
Not gonna lie.
So, what'd you think? While you were getting a look at these 4 trainers' journeys, did you spot a glimmer of something that could become your personal treasure? Encounters with Titan Pokemon?
I love that.
Face-offs with Team Star?
Like that.
Taking on gyms? There's
Love
plenty
that.
more to be said about all these things. Of course. What you just saw was only a glimpse of the adventures awaiting you in the Paldea region.
Yes.
Which Pokemon will you choose? Who will you meet? What sort of exciting adventures will you have?
I won't.
It's all up to you. Your adventures are right around the corner. May they shine bright.
I got Violet. I pre-ordered Violet. Anyway. We'll let this play in the background. We'll just unmute so we can go through it again. Not again, not the whole thing, but it's just so I can talk and you guys have something to watch that isn't just my face. but I really like almost everything they showed. I really like almost everything they showed, but it kind of scares me that that's it, right? Like Pokemon has a history of like blowing the complete load as far as like gameplay mechanics and stuff goes before the game comes out. I hope this isn't it. I hope the where I really like the Let's Go stuff. I love this. It's going to make grinding so much easier, and grinding for materials to craft the TMs is going to be so much easier. That's what I was talking about earlier. Where's my cursor? That's what I was talking about earlier. You see that Litleo tuft right there? That's a TM craft material. I really like that. I hope that the shared experience means that the game is going to be harder. They did say that this game was going to be sort of difficult, and I don't know if that means just because it's big. I don't know if it's difficult because it's going to take a while to beat because it's big, or if it's going to be difficult because a certain storyline or whatever. Like maybe the Titan Pokemon storyline gets really hard. And maybe that's how they're going to handle difficulty in Pokemon, is like have these branching paths, and like this path is really hard. This one's for the kids. You know, stuff like that. I love that Rotom's back. Completely love that the Rotom is back in the map. I really like this. I love this idea. I just hope this isn't just the classic Ubisoft, what is it, Starfall Street? I hope it isn't the classic Ubisoft, clear base, get more map, clear base, get stuff. I hope that there's an actual story that comes up through doing these, right? Like maybe you uncover that the headmaster of the school is the secret leader of Team Star or whatever, and that's why they've been allowed to have all these bases all around the map and blah, 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 blah. That'd be cool. That car is a Pokemon, dude. That car is a Pokemon. Mela is dope as hell, first of all. The design is so good. She's real mad. If you didn't see that, she's real mad. But I hope the Starfall Street stuff isn't just clear base get stuff. You know what I mean? TM crafting, I love it. That just means that I don't have to waste my money on multiple TMs, since TMs are single use again, or single use now. I didn't know, I forget if they were before. I know in Sword and Shield, I think it was Let's Go that started making them single use. And I hope that they make it more difficult to craft the good TMs, right? Like I don't want to be able to craft Earthquake in the first 20 minutes of the game, that kind of thing. Titan Pokemon. I'm very excited at the prospect of this. This Path of Legends story. I'm very, very excited. I've always wanted like big boss Pokemon. And then Sword and Shield did raids, and I was like, these take way too long. And I didn't really like doing the raids in Sword and Shield. I did them with friends a couple times, and that was kind of cool. We all just sat in like a call, like a Discord call, or it might have been like a group call on Facebook Messenger or something, and we just did the raid. I don't, maybe because this is the first one, it runs away. So there's a second part to that. Because the Pokemon runs away, and maybe it's harder to beat the second time, because this Drifloon was taking this thing down. Just grass type Terra Blast, eliminate 80% of its health right there. Bop. I hope it gets harder. I want this one. If my theory about the difficulty is correct, I want the Path of Legends storyline to be the one that gets really hard. Trading, pretty cool. Seems fairly seamless as well, which is really good. Then we get into the Girafarig evolution, which everyone's already freaking out about. You've already seen everybody freak out about Farigiraf. I love it. I really, really like Farigiraf. It's about time they started showing more love for Gen 2. I hope they do the same with Gen 3, right? Like, I really like Gen 3. But Farigiraf is really cool. Also gives credence to the leaks that happened a few months ago that, Girafarig was going to get an evolution. They didn't come out and say it. It was a riddle, I really like the Pokedex. Go back. Show me that. I really like this Pokedex. It's like a library. I really like it. I really like the Pokedex. It's super cool. The only thing that scared me about the trailer was this part. You're riding into the town and you see the frames on that windmill. But it fixes in the cutscene. But in game, the frames on that windmill just looked a little tragic. Maybe the render distance wasn't caught up completely. Maybe they're not showing gameplay from an OLED Switch, which has a more powerful processor. Not sure. Victory Road, in all seriousness, this is probably the one that's going to get harder, right? Because the gym battles, they got harder. They've always gotten a little harder as you do more gyms. They've already revealed as well that the gyms are going to be you can do them in any order, right? Like I could go to let's use Gen 3 as an example because I know the most about it. I could go to Sootopolis right off the bat, and the gym leader will just have less powerful Pokemon. Or I could go to Sootopolis at the very end of the game, and it be the 8th gym, like it canonically is, and it'll be the hardest, But yeah, that seems pretty cool. You can do the gyms in any order, and it scales. Like the game recognizes that, hey, you did Artisan City Gym first, so we have to make each of the second ones a little bit more difficult, and then you do the second one, and they're like, oh, you did so-and-so city now, so we got to make the remaining ones a little bit more difficult, and so on and so forth. It's not like a Gen 1 situation where you can skip 3 gyms, go to Saffron, and get your shit kicked in by Sabrina, right? So that's really cool. The customization is really dope. I just genuinely, like, jokes aside, I hope they give a lot more customization for like the male character, or maybe it's gonna be more androgynous, where like the character could pass as both male and female, and just depending on how you customize the character, is like, oh, okay, now this character is female, and oh, now this character is male. That'd be kind of cool. I like the camera app as well. I think taking selfies is going to be super cool. There's going to be a lot of stupid pictures that come out of that, and I'm so excited to see them. That's pretty much all I got to say about that right now. I like how it's your, the last thing, I like how it's your trainer ID as well. Like, you'll see it a little further back here. It's your trainer ID as well. Like, that's super cool. You can make a dumb trainer ID. Picnics. I like the idea of bonding with your Pokemon better. I like the idea of, hey, now you find eggs there, so it might function as sort of like a daycare as well. You get to clean your Pokemon. Maybe there's some incentive to doing that. Maybe there's like a mode where if you don't clean your Pokemon very often, they're like speed stat drops or something like that. Finding the egg, that's pretty cool. Let's get to the part that nobody is super excited about. I feel like nobody gives a shit about this. It's kind of cool, you get to make your own sandwich or whatever. Look, they killed Lechonk. I like how they didn't put they put ham on it. They killed Lechonk. It's a balancing act. I don't care about it. I know some people probably will, but I personally do not. I don't care. But you do eat it, and it gives you boosts. Right, so maybe they're going to incentivize that somehow. Maybe we'll be forced to care about the sandwich mechanic. Maybe some kinds of Pokemon are going to be hard to catch, or the game's going to get harder, so you'll need that experience boost. Raid battles, I like the new look of the raid battles. I like how you don't have to wait for everyone to make a decision. You just go. And there's probably a cooldown for your specific Pokemon, right? I like the shouts. where it's like items, but it boosts all of the Pokemon. It kind of tells me that later raids in the game are going to be super difficult, and you're going to have to coordinate. Where someone is, I joked about it when I was watching the video, but it kind of tells me that they're going to get difficult, and you're going to have to coordinate and make someone the healer, make someone the DPS, and make someone the tank that like boosts defensive stats of the group or something like that. So that's cool. I'm excited about what they could do with that, and I hope they have done that with that mechanic. I'll be playing a lot more raids now. Honestly, I'll be playing a lot more raids. Pretty much all I got to say about that. I still think terastallization is kind of stupid. But it's a rare type, so I'm going to want it, right? And that's kind of like the end screen. I'm excited to see what the Urban Mysticas do. They haven't really said anything about that. They haven't introduced very many gym leaders either. They're keeping a lot hidden. I just hope that's not all they're keeping hidden, right? The 4 different storylines could be really cool, could be really awesome. And overall, I'm very, very excited for the game. I'm very excited overall for the game, and I hope most of the Pokemon community is as well. I mean, sure, it's gonna be like Star Wars, kind of, where people are just gonna be mad at it. But I'm very, 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 very excited for the game. I actually am. I don't know what starter I'm gonna pick. I'm liking Quaxley. Maybe that's because they put him in the trailer. I also really like Sprigatito, for real. But yep, available everywhere worldwide. November 18th. We already knew it, but mark the calendars. I'm thinking this is gonna be one of the best, if not the best, Pokemon game of all time. Yep, I said it. It could it's got the potential. It's got the potential to contend with Heart Gold, Soul Silver for the best Pokemon game of all time. Of all time. We'll have to see. We'll just have to see. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up down below. Put in the comments what your favorite new thing to come out of this trailer was. Let's talk about stuff we liked, stuff we didn't like. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel and head on over to twitch.tv/Xenical. There's always a link in the description of the video to take you straight over there. Follow me on Twitch so you can catch this kind of stuff live, and so you can have these conversations with me live. But yep, that's gonna be it for today. I hope you guys are as excited for Pokemon Scarlet and Violet as I am. If I can figure out how to get the Switch gameplay to pop up, I've got an Elgato. If I can figure out how to get it to pop up, I definitely will stream it. But I'm gonna play it regardless, right? So yeah, if you guys are as excited as I am, please leave a like down below, subscribe to the channel, follow me on Twitch, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.